Oh, it was like so long. It was half the year. So Sammy J's about to head into lockdown for 5 days. Hello? There they go. Well, hello. It's been another big day. I've got the documents that we didn't get last night, the ones that were not filed on time. I got blocked by KJ on Instagram today. And I want to find the answer and see if anyone can help me to see how this lawsuit, see if we can make this make sense. We've got lots of fun and tonight, and we want to send our love to all the people in Western Australia who are about to start 5 days of hard lockdown. So we're feeling you. I've been there. We've been there. The people in Melbourne have been there. You have our support, and we can have a bit of a chat about that. So go grab your coffee, your tea, your whatever it is you're drinking, and let's get started. I gotta press the right button first. Okay, so how are you all? So Sammy J lives in Western Australia and now starts 5 days of a hard lockdown. They're not allowed to leave the house for the next 5 days. She's an essential worker. So Sammy J's an essential worker. So she is actually going to be leaving the house. But today they only had, was it about 5 hours notice? Sammy J, was it 5 or 6 hours notice that they had? The whole people of Perth in WA went crazy. I've seen footage of the shops today. They had 5 hours to get whatever they needed for the next 5 days. So 5 hours. Yep, Sammy J says it was 5 hours. 5 hours for everything they need. School was supposed to go back tomorrow. School is on another week's holiday. So that's been, so yeah, UK is still in lockdown. There's places in lockdown everywhere, aren't there? But the thing about Western Australia is that they haven't had a community transmission case since April of 2020. So a security guard in hotel quarantine tested positive, and they think it's the UK strain, which is why they're going hard and fast. So not that Karen says a stupid government that won't lock anything, and every day the toll gets higher. Yeah, it's well, because of our lockdown, we're now going to have we can have 30,000 people at the Australian Open a day. They used to get in about 80 to 90,000 a day. It's going to be, but everything's going to be socially distanced. I mean, we still have to wear masks at church, be socially distanced. We have to, do all of that. He was an Uber driver apparently and shouldn't have had a second job. Yes, I heard that, Sammy J. So it's always that second job. So now they're trying to contact trace and work out. So they want 5 days hard lockdown to try and work out how if it's only just the one person or whether there are other people that are going to be infected, because he was working as a security guard and an Uber driver. And he seemed to have gotten around the streets of Perth. He was in the south of the river. So in WA or Perth, they have south of the river and north of the river. He seemed to be south and north of the river. So he got himself around. So Laura says the kids won't be back at school until March the 9th at the earliest. So the children in WA have an extra week holiday. So they're not starting them back. And again, as I said, they're just trying to work out what it is that's going on. Pray it's contained. Yeah. It's so security guards. It was the security guard that started our second outbreak too. It was a security guard that did New South Wales, and I think it was a security guard in Queensland as well. So anyway, so today I have to say I was pretty Katie, is that the new strain? Yes, that they seem to have traced it back. So the security guard was working in a hotel for hotel quarantine. So essentially, if you come from overseas, if you're one of the lucky ones that gets to get into the country, you actually have to do quarantine for 14 days. And you do that so wherever you fly in, you have to do quarantine for 14 days. That's no contact for 14 days of anybody. They'll deliver stuff to your room and everything. So this was at one of the international, so it was from people returning from overseas. I believe they had returned from the UK. So they believe it's the English strain. Yeah. It's like the recent, yes, that's right. So at the moment, and I think that's why they've gone hard and far. I think that's why they've gone fast and hard, because they need to. They want to make sure it's contained before it gets out of hand. And there's a lot of remote regions in Western Australia. So at least, with Indigenous communities up there. And if the virus gets up there, it's going to be horrible. So they're really trying to contain it. Yeah, so we've got 3 strains at the moment, because there's also what we call the US strain and the UK strain, as well as the normal strain. Mark McGowan is fantastic. Sammy J, when I was listening to him, I just thought, oh, Dan did that. So hopefully everyone's learnt from what happened in Victoria. So I was feeling pretty yuck after. I don't know how Brazil and South African are the others. Yeah, I don't think we've got those ones yet. Maybe Brisbane, I think, thought they had the South African one. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Somebody in my state allegedly got the second strain. Wow. Whilst that cleaner tested positive, she didn't get as sick as they thought she would. And none of her family caught it. They're only brain it's the same. Yeah, so what they've said is they've taken the close contacts or the immediate family of the person that had tested positive, and they've put them into a special quarantine hotel. So they've actually taken them to try and keep them all together. At the moment, I think everyone's testing negative, but they could test positive. 2 people. Okay. Wow. So how did you feel about all the filings last night? This is the question I want to ask. How did you feel about it? Are you in South Carolina, Beth? Okay. Because I'm still in a little bit of shock, actually, that it was I was still in a little bit of shock over the whole thing. I couldn't believe that it was petty. It was petty. They read into things that clearly aren't there. The ones today made me irate. Well, Katie's declaration did. Yeah, well, that's the one that we're going to look at briefly today. I I'm still going, what have I just witnessed? Yeah. Well, it is very confusing. So I just found it to be very, very confusing. And I still don't know why, in all of this, why they didn't put their efforts into finding out who was doing the hacking. I think the filing was another diversion tactic. I also think they're reacting like guilty people, reading more into than what was actually said, not the act of innocent person. Can't believe any of it. It's just crazy and absurd. Well, hello, Bibbly Bobbly Boo. This is what was posted on Instagram this morning. This actually riled me up because I usually I let everything that she does go to the keeper, but I was really wild today. This is what she wrote. This was Instagram. Since filing her declaration, I'll call her Nat, has been forwarding Mr. Salt's obviously fake emails that purport to contain threats from my attorney to her. Even Mr. Salt's acknowledged these are fake. Those emails are as fake as the email and screenshots in her declaration, purporting to show me making threats to her. I did no such thing, nor did I have any role in that terrible criminal online abuse she describes. We explained all this in our filing last night, and we look forward to the court evaluating the credibility of Ms. Kennett's baseless allegations against me based on the evidence that were presented in that filing. It appears that some very cruel and sick person or persons are making a sport of tormenting a woman they know to be especially vulnerable to abuse. I can't condemn this strongly enough. Now, first of all, I found that statement very contradictory. Okay. So first of all, she's admitting, she's implying there that, that she's made it all up. These were the comments, and then these were the comments that made me even more angry. I've discovered you don't read these comments when you don't have coffee when you first wake up. Some people have said that winterwards. I don't know. Kes B, that's a very good point. So this is what it says. It says, so someone says, this is so wrong. Like, how are you going to make up lies in the lawsuit? I hope they remove her statement. So glad you kept receipts and proof of everything if that's what you're dealing with. I can't wait for this case to be over. It must be stressful for you. Stay strong, Katie. You've got this. Someone else says, is this a new case? Someone else says, when I think of how kind you are to me when you don't need to be, I know this is impossible. When I think of how triggered you are by the R word, I know this is impossible. I ponder over how aware you are of social media nuances. I know this is impossible. All right. So then some person wrote this. No one ever said you were responsible. Whoever it was pretended to be you. You would have been better off working with the plaintiffs to find out who was behind it, rather than implying an autistic lady is not a reliable witness. Brown supplemented declaration. Now we have to wait for the FBI to finish their investigation. Also, going and doing your thing against the judge is not smart. Minute order, Jan 29. Just my opinion. Then I wrote, I stand with Nat. And I got blocked. Afterwards, I sent just this. I have no idea what was going on. Woke up to hateful comments on my videos now deleted on Facebook. The posts and wow. Yeah. So that was what I wrote. Now, first of all, and if you go and have a look on Instagram, she's deleted all the comments. All the comments are deleted. She deleted it and she blocked me. What I did not say any, like, for me, like, what I said was not rude. It wasn't disrespectful. It was just saying, hang on a minute. Oh, wow. Really? I've missed out on a whole lot today. Obviously, I've got a lot of catching up to do. So now I actually, one of the things I did do was I watched Emily D. Baker today. Now, if you haven't watched her reaction to this case, it is absolutely classic. It was awful. Just Mimi, was it? Yeah. Well, you know, I guess we've just got to let everybody do their investigation. They'll get to the bottom of it. I know Unirock had some theories today. I was watching that. But what I didn't realize is that there were emails sent to Nat from Brown's email address, which obviously are fake, threatening her. So I don't understand why Brown and KJ are just taking this, like, are just using this narrative. I don't know. Hi, Crescendo. Yeah. Hello, Harmony. Yeah. So. Yeah, I would want to get to the bottom of it, particularly Mr. Brown, if there's emails going from his law firm. Surely that his law firm would want to get to the bottom of it, particularly if there are threats going from their email account. I don't know. Bibbly bobbly boo, I don't know. I think it's all theory at the moment. Speculation. So yeah, I don't know, but so what I want to do now, so there was an email. Who is Jesse? I've not watched the things. I've not watched any of Jesse's stuff. I don't know anything about him. I have to admit, yeah. So this was interesting. I want to show you this. Jennifer says you'd want to know who was behind the fake emails. That's correct. So as we know, last night when we were going through the documents, there was a reference to a document, Catherine Paulson's declaration, and I didn't have it attached. And so this was filed. This came through overnight. So, and I don't know whether whether you've seen it, but this says, pursuant to local rule 7, defendants file this precipice to present the supplemental declaration of Catherine Paulson in support of their reply in support of their motion for a status conference. Defendants were unable to electronically file this on the night of January 29, 2021 because of a code embedded in the document. Defendants emailed this document directly to plaintiff's counsel on the night of January 29th to ensure they received it by the filing deadline and now have been able to remove the code. So that's their so that's what they filed to the court then. Helfrey's overstairs because their email was hacked. Probably. All right. So this is her declaration. So I got this from the Discord, and so what they've done is the Without a Crystal Ball Reddit group, they've actually redacted all the names. So, which I think is very wise. So this is a supplementary declaration of Catherine Paulson in support of defendant's motion for status conference. Okay, so this sort of riled me up as well. All right. So Catherine Paulson declares as follows: I am over the age of 18 and named as a defendant in this action. I make this declaration based on my personal knowledge. I make this declaration in support of defendant's motion for a status conference regarding plaintiff's counsel use of social media and threats of criminal prosecution. I reviewed the declaration of you-know-who filed by plaintiffs. The declaration falsely accuses me of attempting to hack into Miss accounts and otherwise harassing her, and alleges that I was somehow involved in what appeared to have been a vicious and cruel online attack on her in my name. I have never attempted to hack into her accounts, and I have done nothing to harass her. I have never asked or coordinated with anyone to hack into her accounts or to harass her. I have never asked or coordinated with anyone to hack into her accounts. The messages claims she received are vile and cruel. I did not and would not send these or ask anyone to send them on my behalf. I myself have received numerous personal attacks since the lawsuit began. I address specific paragraphs and images below. Thank you, Crescendo Incognito. I appreciate your support. Right. First of all, I'm British. All right. All right. So, first of all, nobody ever said that she was involved. Because she says, accuses me. The declaration falsely accuses me of attempting to hack. Nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that she was involved or implicated. That's my first point. I'll make this big so you can see it. Can you all see that? Second of all, she says that she also received numerous personal attacks. So she's essentially backing up what was said, that there is somebody doing things. Like, this is like, true, but she's feeling man. It's ticked off with salt. True. All right. Yeah, no one ever implied. There has never been anything, and not even any of the emails. There's been nothing to say you are behind it. What it said was, whoever it is using your name. Okay. So then she goes and says, paragraph 6, I did not say I had to delete videos because of the lawsuit or for my safety. Paragraph 7, the image is fabricated. I never wrote the words attributed to me in this image, nor did I ever fear facing charges because of anything I wrote about Tati Westbrook. Paragraphs 14 and 18, I never asked anyone to go after, harass, intimidate, or punish, nor have I worked with anyone closely or otherwise to harass, hack, threaten, or punish or intimidate her. But all right, so let's address that one. She never asked anyone to go after. Well, she didn't ask anybody to go after specifically her. Didn't she say on the video about to stand up for her? Paragraph 23, I have never attempted to gain access to Miss account. No, yeah, biddly bodly do, except when I said it one video. And it's insults his list, isn't it? Recently, on a number of occasions, I have received notification that my publicly available email address has been used in the apparent attempt to gain unauthorized access to email and social media accounts. I have not done this. I believe others are doing this to manufacture evidence that I have made these improper attempts. Anyone with my email address, which is on my website, can do this. I addressed this in my first declaration. That's what everyone is saying. This is what everyone is saying. There is somebody that's doing this. Why don't you want to get to the bottom of this? Why don't you want to? All that she's done at this point is backed up everything that everyone has said. Sharon Tate says, "Why don't you?" That's all right, Crescendo. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're all cool with it. Oh, you've had your vaccine. Okay. So she's now saying that anyone could have done it. That's what we're saying. Rather than have using, the same email address she accused, the people Doxy. So why doesn't she put her money into finding out who is actually sending these emails, than getting Saltz's whole Twitter account? She might be enjoying the idea of people criticize her getting harassment. She probably may be. Just, feel better. Bibbly bobbly, why not denounce public? Yes, on the same. Yes, that's exactly right. So at X3 at P's 43, I did not write, don't tell anyone I deleted anything or I'll sue you, nor would I. This is a fabricated screenshot. Attached as Exhibit A is a true and corrective screenshot of the actual conversation between Miss and myself. Exhibit A shows comparison of the genuine screenshot left and the adopted one right. Miss deleted my comment. Half these people have me blocked, and replaced it with a different text bubble saying, don't tell anyone I deleted anything or I'll sue you. The court will note that the misspelling of "I'll" is consistent with numerous misspellings in her messages, and more importantly, that exact misspelling is repeated twice in the fake email discussed next. So she's saying that a woman who has autism, who needed help to change her password on her emails, who needed help to know how to take screenshots, actually deleted a comment and replaced it with another comment. Is that what she's trying to tell us? So a woman that needs help to do her own cooking was able to alter the message. Is this what she's saying? Or am I reading this completely wrong? I'm being too logical. I told you, I'm just trying to have this make sense. I am just trying to have it make sense, because she'd sell out anyone to save herself, because she said she deleted my comment and replaced it with a different text bubble. Like, and then she's saying that she's spelling the words wrong. So, like, I'm fairly tech savvy and I wouldn't know how to do that. X4 at 49, Miss does not accuse me of sending this fake email, and in fact I did not. However, the court will note that the exact same spelling of "I'll" from the Instagram message in paragraph 8 above, IL, is repeated twice in this fake email. Further, I never sent Miss any emails at all. The court should note that Miss whatever has now forwarded to the plaintiff's counsel fake emails from my attorney, Michael Brown, containing similar threats. That's hearsay. Plaintiff's counsel apparently concedes Mr. Brown did not write these either. So, what's she going on about? What's she going on about? She has just, the whole argument that was in that filing the other day was the fact that somebody is doing it. She's just said that plaintiff's counsel apparently concedes Mr. Brown did not write these either. Well, who wrote them? Who is pretending to be Mr. Brown? I mean, why would you pretend to be Mr. Brown? Seriously. Like, well, further still, well, that's right, just me, Mimi. They're saying she wasn't competent to sign for SALTC, but she had the ability to alter a DM. Make that make sense. This is what's I'm trying to put all the pieces together, and like they're just not going together. It's keeping me up at night, like trying to work it out. Further still, the phrase "you don't wash with me" is something I have never heard or seen or used before reading this. Also, I would never refer to my son as severely impaired. He has level 1 autism and is medically fragile, not severely impaired. Finally, I don't know, Dr. Cross. That's what I was going to ask you guys, because I've never heard it described as that. Finally, well, this email has said that saying I have 4 million views and 120 subscribers. In fact, I have 50 million views and 135,000 subscribers. These are not facts that I would have misstated if I had written the email. Guess what? It means that she checks her stats. She knows her analytics. How dare they get that? Oh, is it the lowest type of autism there is? Really? Wow. That's not how she would make it out, it is. No, Jennifer says, I don't understand why people are surprised. KJ, manipulating misrepresented information for her stories. Did anyone expect anything differently? Level 1 needs the least support, says Jessica. Some use this to refer as the highest. Okay. Level 1 is the lowest level autism, highest functioning level. Okay. Wow. That is highly impaired. Yes. Sammy J, that is correct. It's level 2 needs moderate support for daily funding, and level 3 needs. I thought he would have been level 3 if by the way that she was talking. Yes, he was not functioning. Interesting. Yeah, well, that's right. Why does she say her son will live with her forever? My son is level 3 with moderate to severe intellectual disabilities, says Halfrey's over. Right. He's being nonverbal. Yes, he does. And we all heard that last night. Right. So she says, I have nothing to do with the other messages reflected in exhibits 1, 2, 5 to 9. Fake screenshots in the exhibit 5 are fake. Nothing like this was ever posted on my Facebook account. I don't know what all these lines are for. All right. So she's saying, and now it's a digital signature, by the way. I know Uncivil was very unhappy with the whole Twitter thing, and I know that Emily wasn't impressed with the whole filing. So she's saying here, the one on the left is the correct one, and the one on the right is the one that was doctored. Well, so it says there that she blocked the account, and that's correct. But she was talking about, right, so she said the one on the left is the correct one, right? But her spelling and that is all over the place here as well. So how does, I don't understand why. I don't know how somebody that they've said shouldn't be taken into, shouldn't be believed because of the fact that they held autism, wasn't a reliable witness, would actually be able to do what they're claiming she did. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say they're an unreliable witness and then state, oh, we're going to, but she doctored evidence. Like, seriously? She said in her thing that she needed help to do with day-to-day activities. Like, all right. Now, let me pull up. There's another document I want to just... So yesterday there was also a minute order that the judge filed, gave us that... Did I have it here? I wonder if I saved it. I don't think I did. That was saying that they essentially needed to agree on the sealing of documents if, the court didn't want to get involved in that. And anyway, so after all of that, this minute order, Mr. Brown files a second supplementary declaration, and he wants to do it under seal. So he's just gone against the judge's orders, which says get together and come up with a joint motion about the sealing of documents. So it's gonna make the court, it's gonna make Tuesday very, very exciting. So this is this. So relief required and authorities. Defendants move for leave to file under seal the second supplementary declaration of Michael P. Brown, outlining her abilities to judge. Yeah. Oh, I would. Oh, I've been hitting my head on the desk. In support of defendant's motion to dismiss. On January 13, 2021, plaintiffs filed the declaration in opposition to plaintiff's motion to dismiss. Miss is a non-party witness. In the following days of the filing, I have come into possession of evidence that strongly suggests Miss was not aware of what she was signing when she saw to the truth of the contents of the declaration and may have lacked capacity to swear under oath the contents of the declaration. The information is consistent with the fact that signed declaration, which she executed on January 13, 2021, is irreconcilable with statements she made to the undersigned, all of them in writing during the 18-day period leading up to January 13, before she flipped sides in the lawsuit and recanted those representations. Brown sounds like a guy that's just really upset because she didn't sign for him. No, I don't think the judge is going to read it either. Okay. Just Mimi says, but she didn't sign it. That's the thing. She didn't sign it. She said that she felt uncomfortable with signing it. Isn't that a adequate reason not to sign it? Although the new information does not constitute health records, it does contain what purports to be sensitive health information of Miss C. Sup Brown Deck XA to C. The undersigned does not represent Miss and believes she's not represented by any counsel, but nevertheless is concerned about protecting her medical privacy to the extent possible. At the same time, the undersigned must be permitted to respond to Miss filed declaration, because that declaration was drafted with the involvement of the plaintiff's counsel to include allegations of wrongdoing directed at the undersigned. So we've got in the direct declaration she signed on January 13, Miss suggested that I offered to act as her attorney at some point in our communications. I disagree, but in any event, I am permitted under RPC 1.6b5 to disclose confidences to the extent necessary to respond to the allegations directed at me. Do you know what? I actually just want to punch them both. Yes, that's right, Sammy J. This is just the documents that were uploaded overnight that didn't make it to last night's reading. Yes. And the interesting thing, somebody said to Uncivil, asked Uncivil that would it be a waste of time if it got dismissed on jurisdiction and it was filed in Minnesota? And he said, yep, they would have to do it all again. Just Mimi. Yes, an undersigned declaration for the defendant signed the declaration for, yes, that's right. Yes, I know. I just want to bang their heads together. You know what? I can see the judge getting in there and go, right, gentlemen, I'm going to lock you in this room. You're not going to come out of here until you've come out with an agreement. Until you either come up with an agreement or there's one of you standing. Or Uncivil goes, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And Emily, I don't curse, but she was cursing today. Yep, they either come out to an agreement or unless there's one standing. That's why I don't understand. Motion to dismiss on jurisdiction. Apparently she had success with that in the past, but I don't. No, that's right. Say you're sorry to your brother. My mum, I remember my sister and I, we were having a fight, and my mum actually made us sit on the couch next to each other holding hands until we said we were sorry to each other. Maybe the judge needs to do that to Saltsy and Brownie. You're going to sit on the couch and you're going to say to each other, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now kiss and make up. Oh boy. So oh yes, they get a long t-shirt. They stick both kids in one t-shirt. Yes. Yeah, maybe they need to get a long t-shirt. Yeah. Or there's no talking until you can say something nice about each other. If she accepts jurisdiction by doing, yes, that's right. That's right, because this is just all for the jurisdiction. They've just wasted all their time. They've just wasted everything if she accepts it. All right. So further, the private medical information cannot simply be redacted because it is the very evidence that undermines the validity of the declaration. The undersigned believes that this request to seal strikes the appropriate balance between the two considerations. Defendants submit that the information in and attached to the supplementary Brown declaration qualifies for sealing. The local court rules of this district recognise a strong presumption in favour of public access to court files. The Ninth Circuit has also recognised a strong presumption of public access to documents attached to disposition movement. It appears that because the materials reflected in the supplementary declaration of Michael Brown was submitted in connection with a disposition motion, the court must find a compelling reason to order the document sealed. To induce this court's protection, the party must articulate compelling reasons supported by specific factual findings that outweigh the general history of access to public policies, favouring disclosure, such as public interest in the understanding of the judicial process. The decision to seal documents is one best left to the sound discretion of the trial court upon consideration of the relative facts and circumstances of a particular case. The need to protect medical privacy qualifies in general as compelling reason. There's some stuff there. Indeed, Kampeski, the court cited HIPAA as a basis for finding compelling reason to seal sensitive health information. For these reasons, defendants respectfully request that the court order the supplementary Brown declaration sealed. And this was filed on the 30th of January. So then this is, oh yeah. So they've actually done, so they've got here order granting defendant's motion to seal. So they've done it so that the judge just has to seal off it. So this matter came before the court on defendant's motion to seal the second together with its exhibits on the grounds that the document contained sensitive health. So it's a proposed order. There's the judge. She's just got to sign it, whether she does or not. No filings. Yeah. So that's essentially it. All the rest of the documents. No filings until they can write something nice to each other. So at the moment, the documents are sitting there sealed, but it's not been agreed. But he did a motion. He wrote a motion to seal documents. If there's a motion, the other side has to respond. I mean, it's a bit silly. Brown is wasting KJ's money, says Sammy J. Yes. If this lawsuit is moved, it will probably be new line of violence. Well, that's true. Maybe they can get, is it Rakita Rakita Law. He lives in Minnesota. It'd be hard to know something. You can advise her, but she makes the difference. Yeah, I think somebody asked Emily today, could he just be carrying out clients' wishes? And she said it is possibly. So often they would say this is against what I would do, but if you know, at the end of the day, they're paying the bill. And Emily did say that there was a phrase we picked up in the phrase yesterday about how the documents are about harass and defame, and Emily said, oh, that sounded like KJ writing it. And so I'm wondering whether she didn't write the majority of the documents again. What do you think? What are your thoughts on it? So now you've seen everything that's been filed in the last 48 hours. Does anything make sense still? Okay, he says it's a mess. It is a big mess. It's gone so far off the rails. It's jumped the tracks. It's spun around. It's done a U-turn. That's what I mean. For example, Brown tells her that Saltz has contacted him, but he'd have to confirm. Yes, that's right. It's still a circus. Send in the clowns. Just more of a mess. Hi, Heidi. How are you going? Who's Tati? Well, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Jessica, it's embarrassing. It does. Oh, is it Saltsy getting sued? The thing that really got me going on this was that they've got Saltz's Twitter account, and it's got he's got personal stuff in there as well. I mean, yes, it looks like they want him off the case. I had a little hope that YouTube would take her down. Yeah, I don't know that that's going to happen. I thought EDB was that's right. She's in the filings a lot, isn't she? I've just made myself comfortable. Don't mind me. Just laying back on the chair. Got my feet up. You can remove Saltsy, but it doesn't change anything. Evidence is evidence. That's right. And I don't know whether you've seen the court filings. There's actually 3 lawyers named on that piece of paper. 3 or 4 lawyers named on that document. So he's only one of several. The criminal trial cases stemming from this lawsuit are going to be banging. Who could have foreseen this mess? No. Well, that's right. Who could have foreseen this mess? Obviously, someone needs to get a new crystal ball. They can afford great lawyers. Somebody needs to get a new crystal ball. I'm just trying to get myself comfortable. I'm really sorry that I'm jumping around like a jackrabbit. I have a feeling Emily may go Kate. Maybe. I want to know. Here's the other question. That picture of Saltsy working on the table with watching Emily on the screen. There's all this paper on the desk. How do they know that she's working on that desk? on what case they're working on. How do they know what case they're working on? Well, that would be very interesting, Laura. Hey, that Amber chick. So Crescendo says, I'm sorry, guys, but that woman makes me so angry, and I'm not an angry person. She has no empathy. She has no morals. She has no freaking clue. Could you imagine KJ doing this all over again? It's going to be expensive, yeah. Yeah. Oopsies. They really don't know. It's implied, but they could also watch EB. Well, that's right, because she just doesn't cover that case. She covers lots of other stuff. I think they had post-it notes on paper piles titled receipts in honor of their newfound fans via, yeah. Oh, really? But is it that file? Well, maybe if she's that famous, she needs to go on. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Yes, that's right. It was a shout out to her. Well, I mean, it's in her interest. That's right. That's true, Justin. Oops. I knew my big mouth would get me into trouble someday. Yes. Well, I'm in there too, which I was really happy about. So, you know, I think we have to do a list of, you know, how they have an honor board. I think we're going to have to have an honor board. What I think with the picture of Salts watching Emily is not a big deal. What gives KJ lawyers the right to say what entertainment Tati's lawyer has? Yes. Sorry, you're confused. That's join the club. 2021 honours list. I know. Like in Australia, like because Australia Day, they had the Australia Day honours list. We can have the KJ honours list. Everybody that has appeared in the KJ lawsuit. I do think Uncivil is right. If they get jurisdiction, this could be a problem for all YouTubers. Don't forget, lawsuits can happen even if you don't do anything wrong. It could open a can of worms. Yes, finally made it. And this month's winners are, yes. Well, Caroline Ironwell, she was keeping a list of everybody that KJ was going after. I made because I think at the start of the month, I made the January list. So getting blocked by KJ is so last. It is, isn't it? Getting blocked by KJ. Yes. So last year. So 2020. This year we're going for being named in the lawsuit. If it was any other person, I would say, you know, I would be supporting them, but because it's KJ, I just can't do it. I was listening to you in this stream earlier. He had an interesting theory that social media might be behind. SM might be behind, or the mastermind of these awful activities. I hadn't thought of that. SM. Oh yeah, SM. All right. Yep. So 2020. But Uni opened upon that there's a motive because of the deep hatred KJ and Steve have towards each other. Oh yes, Steve McRae. Yes. Well, yeah. Interesting. I mean, there's lots of theories around at the moment about everything. Lots of theories around. And you know, I don't really want to speculate. But it's uni, yeah. Maybe it's one of the judges. Well, it could be. See, there's just a few things that don't add up. I don't know how the hackers found out about Nat's autism if she only told KJ. There was a theory that I saw in one of the streams that suggested that maybe it was Todd, and it was Todd's way of getting her off social media. So that was also a theory that I'd seen thrown out there. And he possibly would know some of this other stuff. But it's just a theory. There's no proof. It's not an allegation. We're just speculating. Who has jobs? Well, he does. Who has jobs in Jesse deals with? Yes. Well, I was reading today in the Discord server that she made some pretty big claims against Michael Long today that could border on defamation as well. So I don't think she's learning. And don't forget the Instagram post that I showed you. She's actually deleted all the comments off that. And doesn't she have a motion about not deleting stuff related to the case? And didn't I put stuff? Wasn't the comments I made related to the lawsuit? She did a huge. Yes, I know I did do that. See that. Being KJ, I want her to understand she can't defame people. However, moving it to her, it would be worse for her. This is so irrelevant. It's about jurisdiction. I know. It's about jurisdiction. Yeah. It was horrible, was it, Jessica? I didn't even watch it. It was Mrs. Plum in the library with a candlestick. Well, maybe it was. To my understanding, the laws would not weigh favorably for her if she fight. No, that's what I heard. That I've heard that a couple of times. Actually, a lot of the lawyers have said that. So that the laws are not favorable in Minnesota. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, but Mrs. Plum is actually Colonel Mustard. They're very conservative in court compared to big cities like Seattle. Okay, Los Angeles throws cases out a lot. Okay, cool. I don't recommend watching. Whoops, I wouldn't bother. He's been one of these and his friend. Yeah, as I said, I don't recommend. Suffice to suggest that a man may be a domestic and a child abuser. No, you can't do that with no evidence. Oh, she didn't, did she? Really? I just saw a snippet. I saw a snippet of something on social media where it was a telephone conversation. Someone was complaining about their spouse being on social media all the time, and I thought that was rather interesting. Laura says, if this case was filed in the UK, KJ would be done and charged with criminal offence for trolling. Interesting. So I think I'm going to just have to settle on the fact that I don't think that I'm going to get that this case is not going to make any sense to me at the moment. Because don't forget, they haven't even argued. So they filed a motion to dismiss with a little bit about the jurisdiction, but blaming Jeffree Star and PewDiePie and Dramageddon. Can you remember back to those documents? Not even arguing about the fact that, yes, I did it. And then saying that she used Ancestry.com or third-party sites to get the information. Again, all the video evidence shows that she said, why doesn't she just say, I said it? However, this is why I don't believe it's defamation. It's not defamation because da 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 da. A celebrity with a disabled son who's been told petition Parliament for a law. I think it might have been in the Savage. Okay. The worst thing she could do is touch that subject after a black. Yes. And the Michael Long, even Glera actually had a go at her for picking it up again, but she's getting desperate for views. And when she said that she wouldn't get her stats wrong, so she goes, I wouldn't say I had 5 million views. I know that I've got 50 million views and 135,000 subscribers, which means she has to be keeping an eye on her analytics, which means she would be looking to see where her viewers are coming from, which means she would know how many Washington people watch her. In my defense, I'm a complete idiot, says Hal Frozover. Well, remember, Saltsy did respond to a Twitter account where somebody said that she was stupid. Hey, stupid, I think it was, wasn't it? And because Saltsy replied to it, he implied that she was stupid. She did it because Annie. Let's talk to ML. Yes, that's what I figured, that she's riding the coattails. And then there was someone else who'd written to say that she had said she'd mentioned a dad's podcast in her stream today as well. So she's been rather busy. And it was a rather long stream, actually, wasn't it? It was about a 2-hour stream. So could you pull up her analytics and explain it to us? I can't pull up her analytics, but I can pull up mine and show you. Just because we're talking about YouTube analytics, I can show you the Social Blade stuff. But as far as where people and viewers live, how you find out all of that, I'd have to do it in mine because, as I said, I can't do it in hers. It's not my account. But yes, I can show you my analytics. Let me just get this all ready for you. She lasted on a positive note. She lasted a whole 8 hours after quitting Twitter. All right. Thank you. All right, so this confuses me. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing too. I mean, I haven't fully got the grasp of it, but I can show you where everything is, right? I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay. Yes, I can look at how many viewers there are in the Northern Territory. She does, doesn't she? Okay. So this is called YouTube Studio. Okay, so, oh, I've lost 2 subscribers since I was last on here. I had 695, so I've lost 2. So here it tells you your last video and shows you your performance, the views, and then you can go into the analytics here. So it tells you how many subscribers you've got, the summary, what your top videos are here, well, your published videos, your latest comments. And then subscribers. So it looks like that. Now down the side here is stuff like content. So you can click on that and you can see all your content that you've got. My internet's really slow. So, and you can just see an overview of it. And here's all lives. So you can just, you get a good idea of, you know, your views and your likes. Okay. Here's the analytics. This is where we want to go. So this is the overview analytics. So this shows you, so these shows you, these little numbers show you, the little numbers here are the videos and the little dots here are all the lives. Okay, so I do more lives than videos, obviously. All right, and then the watch hours and subscribers here. Then it shows you how they go in comparison over the first 7 days and top videos. Okay, so here we get to the fun stuff here. So we've got reach here. So this tells you how people find you. So YouTube search, notification, channel pages. 43.3% of YouTube recommending your content. So that's how most, and then that, and then Reddit. I'm found on Reddit and Twitter. And then what the titles that have done really well. Engagement. All right, shows you how long people watch for. So 90% were still watching at 30 seconds. So it tells you where you drop off. So this one, everyone started watching and then we went, wee. Okay, so, and you can do that for all your videos. It will show you. So the spikes, you can click on the spikes and it will show you the spikes where people, and that, and then where it dips. So look at the dip. Whee! It does, Heidi, and I'm about to show you that now. So we get to audience. Okay, so this also tells you when most of your people are on YouTube. This is when you have the most people watching. It does, I think, Heidi. All right. So it tells you top geographies, 61% is in the US. 6.8 is in Australia, 6% UK, Canada, South Africa, and watch times. Now, they've changed it. So, see, I think I've got to click on see more. Yep, I do. So, here we go. So, if I click on United States here, look what happens. My top views are from California. Then Texas. Hello, Texas. Florida, Washington. Look, 95 views from Washington. They've watched 24 minutes of video. Average watch time 38.3. So 1%. Virginia and Oregon and North Carolina and Arizona, you need to pull your weight. All right. So let's go to Australia now. So I don't think Oh, it doesn't do it for me. Does it do United Kingdom? All right. It's interesting. All right. So I did that one. It won't do Australia. It doesn't break down Australia for me. It only breaks down the United States. Looks like it. Won't do. So it does that. Just does Australia. But it also shows you a graph. Any from Minnesota. It does. Hang on. Let's have a look. Actually, there was Minnesota. I did check that the other day. Oh, not there. Minnesota's not there. All right, let's have a look. What else? Maybe if I click on total. Interesting. There was yeah. So because Minnesota was there the other day, and as was, hang on, let me do this. This was last 28 days. So hang on. Let me just change this. I'm going to do 2021. This should change. This should update now. All right. There we go. Here we go. Illinois. Minnesota. 43 views from Minnesota. Still California at the top. South Carolina's down the bottom. So that's for this year. So you can actually, so that's from the 1st to the 30th of January. So I could go on Lifetime. I don't know, Heidi. I don't know how that works. All right. So Lifetime, it's still, California comes in number 1. Then Texas, Florida, Minnesota, Utah, Kansas, Hawaii, Mississippi. So it depends what time frame. It depends what time frame, I guess, you're looking at. So this is the last 90 days. Massachusetts is there. I thought Illinois, Mississippi. It may have more data. It may have, yes. Good thinking 99. Good thinking 99. Look, United Kingdom comes in second. Nothing for Australia. All right, let's try this. Lifetime. I'll do the last year for Australia. Let's see if I can get anything. So United Kingdom. Nope, it's only United States. So then you can actually, so just so that you can, we'll just keep doing this. So then this tells you where the viewer's age. I've had my channel for years, since about but I haven't really done much with it. So this tells you that 0.5% of my viewers is 13 to 17, 5% is between 18 and 24. So this is for the last year, over the last year. 27% is, so you've got all those breakdowns there. It breaks down the gender. So 79% female. So then it tells you, it breaks down your views for each day and the watch time and the average. So on the 7th of January, yeah. So you can actually break down, you can actually break it all down and find out exactly what's going on. So subscription status, so whether they're subscribed or not subscribed. So I've had 11,000 views from subscribed people, 37,000 views from unsubscribed people. Subscription source, where they've found, where they've subscribed from. So you could. Yes, you could. No, coming in under a stock account, no. And like you can then do, you can click on device type and find out what everybody's watching. So mobile phone, tablet, computer, TV, game console. So you can get a lot of information from that. So whether they need to do translations or YouTube product. So yeah. So that is essentially the back end of YouTube. So yeah, you could definitely study that. And I don't know, I mean, yeah, KJ could do that. Definitely. And you could definitely work that out. Oh, there's this one as well. This one's really interesting too. It says subscribers who've turned on all notifications for your channel, who have turned all notifications on channel and enabled YouTube notifications. So, but yeah, so this is the peak time that people watch my channel. And it's funny, it's not peak time when I'm actually on. Which is fine. But yeah, so that's how that happens. So, but that's for the last 28 days. And then it says here, it's showing other videos that your audience watched. So I don't know why that's come up. So you can actually see what they're watching. So obviously Emily D. Baker is very popular. Kay Baxter, Backward Barbie, Uncivil Law, Drama and Opinions, Charlotte is there. So Radiant Brit, T-Spiracy. So it's, you could actually watch those videos yourself and really try and hone in onto the content if you wanted to. Yeah. So that's for the, and you can select what, so this is just the basic overview of it all. And then this is real-time updating. So this is updating live. So this is over the last 48 hours. So we've got a peak at the moment. And yeah, so I've lost 2 subs. So hey, Nikki. Oh, look, I don't know, Nikki. Like, she's not nosy to keep an eye on who's watching, like saying she didn't know whether she had viewers in. Yeah, that's right. If she knew, so this tells me what my top videos have been. You get an idea of what everyone's watching. So I've done lots of live streams, but yeah, it tells you whether you've done live streams, and then your watch time, where you've peaked, and your subscribers. Yep. So then you've got, we're not finished. So then you've got all your comments. So I try and do this. So I get comments that I haven't responded to. So which I have to still respond to. So I generally work on this list. Then any that are held for review. Sometimes people write stuff that's held, so I have to try and check it. I try and check it every day. If I'm having subtitles, don't have to worry about subtitles. But if you needed subtitles, so it just says that I've got it in one language. So if you were going to do it, Yeah, I know some people have been unsubbed. If you've got any copyright strikes, it'd be fun if there was one there. Your copyright strike appears here. Here's my monetization stuff. So I've got the watch hours. I'm going to get the subs. Customization. So this is where you do, you know, your feature video for subscribers and popular uploads and all that sort of stuff. You can do with that. Audio library. So you can actually add music to videos. And they're free use ones. So let's have a look. We'll just pick one. We'll do, because I like cats. Cats. It's angry. So you can actually put that into your videos. There is a video. There's also a so you can use those in your video. You've got sound effects as well that you can put into your videos. So you can do all of that. Yeah, so that's essentially that. Then I've just got, so the other thing that I got, which is different, which is an extra feature. I'm just going to pull up my channel. I just want to show you something. Oh, here we go. That's going to take me to my own. All right, so I'm going to just open up this one for a minute. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm just going to open up this one just for a minute. I'll just show you something. All right, so I'm just going to pause it. So what I can do on this, so you think she needs to, I think KJ's filings need sound effects. So here, Social Book gives me a video analysis. So this will tell me, and this is just the free stuff. Hope I'm not saying it's not going to work. That'd be right. No. All right, because it's free. Oh, yeah, so this is telling me the latest channel averages as up against the latest video. So that's the other thing that you can find out, particularly on Social Book. So, and then it shows me my best videos as well. So there you go. That is how the back end works. I'm not sure what a dumpster fire. Actually, I think there was a dumpster fire, wasn't there? There was some type of fire. Wow. Let me go back into it. So do you want to have a look at Social Blade as well? I mean, we can go have a look at Social Blade if you want. I know that I've shown that a bit, but it's always good to look at because we're only really looking at the free stuff. But I'm more than happy. All right, let's look at Social Blade. We'll look at Social Blade. We'll start off by looking at mine because I've got nothing to hide. All right. And then we'll go look at the others, okay? All right. Yes, please. Is there train wreck and circus? I'm going to have a look. See whether I can find it. Oh, yes, I can. I'll see if I can get them side by side. So first of all, I'll just show you mine. Not that mine's very exciting, but it will give you an idea of what we're looking for when we do social. And remember, this is just the free version. This is just really, really basic because I haven't paid for the full one. All right. But you can actually do it. Yes, I haven't got any mods at all, which is really quite amazing. Right, sound effects. I'm just having a look. Don't know, Heidi. Oh, I've got, what is there? Car drive-by. No, we don't have a fire. Oh, wait on. Ooh. That sound right for you? All right. And circus. No, there's no circus. All right. So let's go. Social blade. All right. So this, first of all, is there a toilet flushing? Possibly I could get one. Yes. All right. So this, first of all, in fact, I've improved. I did have a C grade and I've improved. So this shows you, this is again the basic overview. And then this is the last look. It says I've lost a sub. But in fact, I've lost 2 all at the same time. Okay, so this shows you subscribers, how many you've gained in the day, your total subscribers, your video views, your total video views, and your estimated earnings. So we can go on the full monthly statistics and it will show you what you've done over the month. So we'll click on full monthly statistics. And so you can see, I think this was the day, when I got 128 subs. I think was the day I got called out by KJ. That was the day that she called me out. That was a very good day because I picked up 128 subs in a day. So that's how that works. You can, it shows you, well, let's say around tomorrow I should get 706. I think that's a bit much, but I don't know. Considering I started at 608 on the 7th. So yeah, that's fine. So that's a basic view. I mean, you can get the live subscriber count. So not everything is available on the free. That's not mine. So there you go. All right. So let's look at we've got to get Joe called out. Yes, I know. It must be nearly time for another call out, hey? I thought she was going to do it today when she blocked me instead. But I have a business Instagram, so I can still go on there. Right. So this is without a crystal ball. Without a crystal ball. All right, here we go. So they're saying that she's broken even for the last 30 days, which, and that her video views are up 9.9%. What? How? So this is saying, but if you look at this is her monthly gain video views. Her video views are going down. And then her subs are like, I don't know. Let's look at the full monthly statistics for this. So on the 8th of January, she lost 1,000. So if you look, there was 38,000. She got 60,000. Whenever she does a Duggar's video, she gets between 60 and 70. She did Duggar's on Thursday, but she did 61. She only did 45,000 yesterday. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's working. So they're saying her yearly estimate is 101,000. Which I don't understand because her monthly one is going down. Her monthly was 10,000. It's gone down to 8. So anyway, that's that one. She was gaining 1,000 subs. Oh, yeah, I don't know how you do that. Right, so let's look at Katie Joy. And then we'll look at Emily. Because I'm a bit baffled by Katie Joy Live too. There's something not quite right, by the way, in my opinion. She stopped buying them. Okay. So this is Katie Joy Live. So she's down 71% for the last 30 days of subscribers, and her views are down 10%. So here is an interesting. So she's been gaining subscribers. She's been gaining subscribers, 20 there, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 120, 90, 20, 10. Joe, do Duggar videos just prove? Well, actually, I was wondering about doing something just once a week. I reckon you could. The thing is, you can actually do it. You could actually do 1 day a week filming and schedule them to go every day, because you can actually schedule your videos. So this is the last 30 days. So on the 13th, where'd it go? Oh, full monthly stats. I made my dog. No, we can't find that. That you'd probably find that out on numbers. No, I don't know, but it's funny. They are even, aren't they? See, look, on the 8th, she lost 50 subs. Then on the 10th, she gained 10, 10, 10, minus 10, 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. On the 27th, she gained 120 subs. So they're saying that her yearly estimate, she's going to gain 6.6 thousand. She's going to hit the 1 million views. She's going to increase by 6.6 thousand. And she's going to get between $490 and $8,000 a year. Yes, sister. Yes, the numbers I need to go over in blocks because it changed. Okay. Yeah, no. So she would probably find that information with monetization. So look at that jump. All right, so let's go. Right. Oh, she's getting 100, 600, 500, 300, 100, 100, 100. She's getting hundreds a day. In the last 30 days, she's had wow. She's going to hit 1 million views. So they're saying she gains 2,000 subs a week. She improves by 306,000 a week. So, oh, look at her views. Look, oops. Yes, that's right. She's a B grade channel, right? So let's look at the monthly stats. You can buy views, Sharon. You can buy views, you can buy watch hours, and you can buy subs. So this is her last month. This is the last 30 days. So today, so far, she's had 100 new subs. She's had an increase of 21,000. She's had 21,000 views. And her videos, if it's one video, is earned so far between $7 and $110. So they're only estimates. All right. So is there anybody else you'd like to look at before I put it away? You can buy everything, Heidi. There are companies that will do that. Ah, uncivil. It's funny you should say that because I've just done it. I just put him in. There we go. He's on uncivil. There's his picture of Katie. Okay, so he has 200. So he's been getting, in the multiples of 100s subs. If we go to full monthly stats, so he hasn't gained any subs so far. No, I know. Okay. I might have to look into that. Oh, look, he lost 100 subs on the 4th of January. I think Social Book is gives you a lot more information as well. But again, that to get the really good stuff, that costs money. So he's had 1,000 views so far today. No new subs. And so this is his weekly sub increase, and then views, and then these are his subscribers. So he's got, and the thing is, I think you really want just a nice steady line, don't you? And total views. So then, so there you go. I mean, Social Blade only updates once or twice a day. So, it's not. It's just something that Yeah, he will, I guess. She could have she could have that. Mm. I don't know. She reckons that everything's organic, but I just find that I would have thought with everybody that I know that is unsubscribing, that surely, she would have less than that. In my opinion. Oh, you're just Googling things, yes. It's not real time, but that's cool. But it sucks to know that other people can view and access. Yes, that's true. Yep. And the thing is, the more, if you are happy to pay for, you can pay for it, you can get more. But the only reason I found out about Social Blade was a KJ video. Actually, she showed she was showing, I think it was the Duggars, I think, and that's how I found out about Social Blade. So if she doesn't like me using it, well, it's her fault because she showed me how to do it. Which I find to be interesting. I guess it does keep you honest to a degree. Yeah. So she hit the 100K subs in July 2020. She hit 90,000 in. Hang on. She hit. I just went on to that influencer site. Her numbers don't make sense, Kaitana. Look at this. According to this, she had so she's gone March of 2020, 60,000. May, she hit 70,000. The end of May, she hit 80,000. June, she hit 90,000. And then 5 days later, she hit 100,000. So, so that's, so this is the other one. Channel tags, Westbrook iMovie, Westbrook. So let's look at last 30 days. I don't know what live income, so I don't know what I don't know what live income means. I don't know. That I think came from Social Book. I think Social Book shows you that. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. I'm thinking the live income was super chats. Yes, I'm thinking that was super chats. I hadn't seen that before. But the thing that I think I've got I think the problem is I don't think I can grab other people's though. That's the thing. Again, I can only show you yours. Yeah, I think that live income is I think that live income is chats. All right. So let's have a look. So this is just the basic. So again, I'll show you mine because I don't think, because I think you got to pay for everybody else's on Social Book, but now this is interesting. This is really interesting. This is on this influencer one. So it says, without a crystal ball is the worst. So it's from Creepshow Art. It says 100% of subscribers watched. So it tells you how many percent of the subscribers watched the video. This is Curtis Price, 69% watched. So that's very interesting. Hi, Sarah. Can you tell by repeat views? Well, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it enough to be able to work it all out. And this influencer one I've just looked at tonight. So, all right. So this is what Social Book looks like. Gee, I'm giving you all my private information today. Suggested price range, $9. I'm worth $9, people. $9. Right. So it says average views. So my organic average views. I think the organic views are and I think sponsored views is that the impression rate, the amount of times the post has been seen, 78. So then you've got all of these. But so you can't get into all of this stuff because there's not enough information. But this is PewDiePie stuff. So this, when you get into this, again, further down you get audience demographics. So let's have a look. This is sample data, PewDiePie. So we'll have a look at this. So this is, yes, that's right. So this is PewDiePie's, okay? That they've given. So suggested price range is worth $500,000. All right, so his videos. So when we get down here, so again, you get your demographics, your audience interests, you get your demographic, and we've still got enough. Oh, here you go. You're talking about subs tendencies, total views. Hang on, increasing post views versus channel views. Yeah, subs increase. So audience overlap. So then mine is $5. So here's the most engaged influence. So yeah, so some of these do more, but there I don't know, but somebody said that does actually show you how many are paid, but I don't know how to find that out. Yours is $5. Yeah. Well, PewDiePie, I think, is number one. number one on the number one YouTuber. So 10 average views. What a problem. Suggested price. I know, suggested price. I like that. Suggested price, $9. Number one female creator. Let's have a look. Oh. Let's go back to number one female probably some gamer. All right. Who? Oh, PewDiePie's gone to number 2. Female. Oh, Jenna, according to this, Jenna Marbles is second. Let's have a look. This is who they say. This is who they're saying. KJ's highest viewers are 18 to 24-year-olds from India. Wow. Yuya, Jenna Marbles. So there you go. Whoever she is. She's got 23 million subs. Whoever she is, there you go. Oh. So that's her. And then Jenna Marbles is got 19. And then Lisa Koshy. Lily Singh, 14 million. Beauty influencer Zoella, Roseanne. Yeah, I haven't heard of her. I don't, but that is. She's a Spanish content creator, apparently. Yeah, Jenna isn't the second one, apparently. There she is. So there you go. No, she can't make videos. She still can't do videos on YouTube. So there you go. I'm going to see if I can become an influencer. So anyway, yeah, so that's how all the analytics go, the back end of YouTube. So as I find it really hard to believe that she didn't know that she had nobody on, that she didn't know that she had no one from Washington, because she knows how many views she's had. Yes, it's the fruit salad of YouTube. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad. Oh dear, hey? Oh. More like the fruitcake. Oh, she has to be checking it every day. I don't believe that there is no way that she cannot know. She has to know. So yeah, I'll get off. I know influencer a bit. I know I'm here on influencer too, and I'm going, oh, I'm getting stuck on here. It's really quite interesting. And social book, you can do Instagram as well. I can't wait till she tried to, didn't she? Didn't she try to give somebody a sponsored ad or something? I don't know. It's addictive, hey. Really is addictive. It was only mod. Yes. Oh dear. Who is the number one male? Yeah, I saw PewDiePie was being knocked off the top. No, it says PewDiePie. There we go. Still saying number one PewDiePie. Okay. It's PewDiePie. According to Business Insider Australia, it's PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Smosh. By James Howells, 29. Ryan's World, 22nd. Toys and Colors. And we're up to 14. Top 10. There you go. Top 10. Here's number 10. 9. 8. 7. 43 million. Mr. Beast. Ooh, dude, perfect. They're kids. 7 and a 5-year-old. They're 7 and 5. They're ranked number 4. They've got 61.5 million viewers. There's a girl too. Number 3. She's a Russian American. Wow. Oh, they're kids. Kids Diana show. There you go. PewDiePie. Kids, hey? The Kids Diana show follows the antics of Diana and her brother Roma. The channel features the Russian-speaking kids unboxing toys and going on fantastical adventures. 73.2 million subscribers. And Stacy and Nastya, 67.9. So there you go. All right, people, I think I might call it a night now. So we'll see what tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow will be I know it doesn't sit well with me either, kids channels. I'm hoping it's going to be a nice quiet day tomorrow because she's supposed to be off social media, isn't she? Yeah, I bet they are. So thank you all for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd like to get to 700 if I could as my next. I'd like to get to 700. I'm only 6 away from 700. But if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please like the page. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow night. I'm assuming it's going to be a quiet day with no content. So I will find something that we're going to talk about. Don't know what yet. Or maybe we'll watch car dealing or kit detailing or carpet cleaning ones. I don't know. We'll find something. There'll be something on YouTube that we can all watch. All right, everyone. Thank you. All right, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place.